Hello, there we go. Minor technical issues. Why is... Oh my god. One sec, guys, I need to refresh my dashboard because chat's broken. Having one of those days where it's just all going wrong. Why is Spudputer not wanting to connect? There we go. Having one of those days where just nothing wants to work the way that it should. Oh, hello Stu, Simulator Gaming, Zach, M1Qs, and Paul, 1174, and Rian, and the Farming Man. How are you all doing today? Hopefully better than my computers are behaving. Is this all gonna load up properly? Bradley, hello. Come on. You can do it, Spudputer. I'm doing good, Paul. And Spudman, hello. There we go. Spudputer's figured out how to Spudputer. So the plan for today is... this needs to be done... Actually, this needs to be done with a bit more urgency, doesn't it? So which side do we need to go to with this? I was gonna do some hay, but I really feel like doing the fertilizer is probably a better idea. What have broken? Nothing yet, but everything's not working correctly. Hello, Ernie. There's an update for the slurry tank. Yeah, he said he's making it use more slurry. I believe is the update there. And so yeah, as expected, I'm kind of screwing this field up a bit. Once I get this fertilizing done, hey, Dowler. Once I get this fertilizing done, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the probably the deer Off on course. No, I've not course played the class yet. Oh wait, I shouldn't course play the class because it's not an in-game thing. I'm a bit cautious about course playing something that isn't base game, so I'm going to be course playing the deer to do the weeding on this field. Your auto width won't work. Why will it not work, Bradley? Why would it not work? I believe it's just making it use more slurry irony. At least that's what CD mentioned when he was talking about an update in the chat previously. Alexander, hello. It's just not working, Bradley? That kind of sucks. And by kind of, I mean that really sucks. You updated it? Yes. I should probably update mine as well. Oh, it's doing the go away radio noise thing. Go. You're not turned on. Go away. You've had the same issue as me with the mixer. Yeah, it's an interesting one. Don't know if the collision on the boom is not selected. Ah, that's probably a good thing. Because I did have issues with that. Hello, Sylvan. One thing I want to do, actually, just while this is going down the field, is... Where's the mixer? I need to fix the mixer. I have to go through this faffery to find it. Come on. Reset, please. Yes. Hello, Albert Einstein. Did I fix the mixer? I just have. Or should have. And the mixer's not good. I'm gonna wait until the DLC drops. Because, I don't see the point in binning it now and then binning it again when the DLC comes out. Dusty Dave, hello. Because I'll be changing it over to one of the DLC ones once the DLC comes out. So until then, I'm going to stick with the Coon one. Even if it is a bit questionable in terms of function. Also, props to the guy who noticed that during today's video I accidentally set the crop growth to fast and not no. So instead of going crop growth no, I said crop growth very! Yes! Many growth! No, that's not what I wanted. You've painted poplars into Marwell by G. Oh my god. Trust the mapper to do that. Silo King 1 does it as well. So, it's a game glitch then. It's an interesting one. Because it completely bricks the mixer, that's the problem. The forage fairies come out and it bricks the mixer. Matters have no time for seeding. I have no time for seeding yet. I still have about half a field of poplars set up on a Felsbrunn save that I made for when the DLC comes out. This is unnecessary levels of faff that I've caused myself by not fertilizing for too long. On the bright side, I should be able to get the second layer of fertilizer down with once the weeding's done. I think I still have a little bit of hay left in the mixer. That is entirely possible. I'm not gonna say no I didn't, but because I wasn't paying attention. It might have done the little 0 liters of something glitch. But that was a really frustrating problem to have. What's wrong with it? Nothing now, but you watch the video and you'll find out, Alexander. I have, however, decided in the next video, which I'm going to record after the stream, I am going to openly cheat money in for three straw bales to replace the 3 the game ate. Because that's nonsense. Also, I have done things. Things what I did last night. If you're in Discord, you'll probably know this already if you looked at the announcements channel. I have put loyalty images in for the memberships. So you have a black level if you're new, then bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and rainbow levels. Currently, Nathan TMF, who hasn't been around for an age because he's been moving, is at, I think, bronze, and Fahy is actually at gold. Oh no, he's a diamond! So Fahy, if you're about, could you just pop your name, just pop into chat and, like, say something about donuts or something? To demonstrate the new icon you have, that I didn't tell you about. Hello, Owen. And I will be changing up Patreon slightly later on after the stream. I meant to do it today, but I'm running a bit late. I'll put it in a video, Paul. Another thing that I'm going to do after the stream, I've got a lot planned for tonight, is just set up archives to go live overnight again. My notification, because YouTube is terrible. Right, so I've nearly got this side of the field done. This is excessive levels of faffery game. I kind of wish that you could see it, like the better mini-map mod, where you fertilize and whatnot on the mini-map. Because, like, having to go into the map like this constantly is really annoying. 7 or 8 finish. Probably like 7:30 to 8 o'clock, or when I get food, whichever one happens first. Hey Salvo, how you doing today, dude? But yeah, I'm kind of half planning 7, 8 o'clock. But it really depends on when food is handed to me. Let's get this on. Get going. I know, by the way, that I'm fertilizing quite large tracts of the field to level 3, but I don't actually mind all that much. Who does Dave's drug? Pretty much. I'm thinking the notifications have come out. Or gone out. What am I playing on? PC. You just hit a weaponized butterfly? That sucks, Alexander. The saving GPS courses work now. Yes. Your notification worked. Very nice. Yeah, if you're having issues with notifications, number one, check if you got the bell lit, because sometimes YouTube undoes that for whatever reason. And number two, if you're still having problems, then join the Discord where Yanis, I force Yanis to tag people every day when I go live, because it just makes life easier. So once we got this done, the John Deere is going off on courseplay on this field again to deal with the weeds, because the weeds need dealt with. We're gonna run out of fertilizer This isn't good. If I get to 10k, no, I'm never playing Fortnite, Owen. I'm really tempted to make Fortnite a damn blacklisted word, because I have zero interest in it. I have zero interest in ever playing it, and I'm sick and tired of people asking me to play it. It's a game that I have no interest in. Because it's terrible. Right, not this row or this row, but this row is next. Yes. Blacklist, it's tempting. What about Call of Duty? No. I don't play shooters. I play simulators. Why? Because if you didn't notice, Bone, it's my channel. I'm not going to play games that I don't like on my channel. I'm not going to go out of my way to waste money on games that I'm only ever going to play once on this channel. Thank you, Carturks. Also, hello, Carturks. And Fazy, hello. Ah, thank you, Yanis. Bigger thank. Alexander is now wondering what Carturks did. Bear in mind, Alexander, mod actions aren't seen by the majority of people. So hopefully we'll get patch 1.3 fairly soon. Because I do want to go in multiplayer again. Was there armor then? Yep. Yes, Carturks did good too. Carturks did right. You just did more right. I thank you both. What I'm going to do on Spudputer real quick is, because I can do this. Why am I fertilizing this field in a weird way? Because the rest of it's fertilized already. Can we tight for fert? We'll be fine for fert on this pass, but I'll run out. Like, I'm gonna need more for field 15, for sure. Community. Community settings. I'm literally blacklisting Fortnite right now, by the way. And that's it. We gotta save, there we go. GG. And save. And Fortnite's now blacklisted on the channel. Hey Sean, I wish I could set an ad filter that just blocked all Fortnite ads as well. Yeah, I'm done with the fascination of Battle Royales as well. Like, none of them interest me because there's no real gameplay, it's just shoot man, get shot by other man. There's no interesting mechanics, really. If you look at Battle Royales as a genre in their own right, which they kind of are, there's no mechanics there that really define a formula. It's just generic shooter, but we couldn't be bothered coding AI. So here you go, Battle Royale. What? Great Ant's on winning streak tonight. Very nice. And excuse me? What the crap has happened here? What has happened with the straw? I'm slightly concerned that weird forage bug might happen again. I might have to just keep resetting it until I've run out of straw on that. Where's the weeder? Oh, there it is. It's right in front of you, Dave. Also, I can hide the GPS lines. This is going on Courseplay. There is a follow me on a GitHub, but it's a very rough and ready convert by somebody who's not Decker. 40 modding, put the Abia mod up. I believe he's uploaded it, but you know, it's kind of down to how long it's going to take. That field 18. Okay, that's odd. I now have to... That's a new problem. I have to close Courseplay so that I can... we'll switch up a 4 headlands before... Simple bypass. How does drop down equipment stay on traders now? Weeding. Did I set up B? I did. Did I already have a weeding course? I did not. Start from the first waypoint. I'm going to have to close Courseplay because for some reason the controller now isn't wanting to work when Courseplay window's open. Oh, now it is. Okay. Controller is just in a mood, apparently. Right. That's the weeding getting done. Hopefully all done. You need to be moved over to the yard. And I can once again just turn the lines off. Very quiet in terms of people watching today. Is there something going on that I'm not aware of? Need Courseplay. It's on GitHub. GitHub.com/Courseplay. You have the Smetty class. I love anything by Smetty, and it's almost always a class. Smetty's my favorite. Hey, CD. How you doing today, dude? Oh, dang it, it doesn't do the thing that I told you. Oh, it's problematic. Nothing works when you're on the generate page with the cursor. That's an interesting little thing the Courseplay does now. Well, let's not bring up Trump. Please. Hey, Alan. How you doing today, dude? I should probably actually deal with the feed mixer. Hey, quick. Should I deal with the feed mixer first and see if it magically turns into forage again? I should probably do that. Do the cows or the pigs or anything need straw? The cows might. The cows do. We can test it with the cows. Would I recommend turning the? Yes, I do recommend turning the. The grass area into arable like I did. It's up to you. I mean, compare. I just swapped it for field 15 in terms of grass, and I'm quite happy that I did, because field 15 is slightly smaller than field 19, so I get more crops out of field 19 and a bit less grass out of field 15. But, I mean, grass is an insane yield anyway, so it just results in a few less bales, which, in my eyes, is fine. Is this going to magically turn into forage again? No, it's decided this time that it's all straw. Indian takeaway for tea. Very nice, Alexander. I've got spaghetti bolognese as made by my sister, so slightly different than usual. Will Class be a DLC? Possibly at some point, but there's no 100% news yet. We won't get 100% news until, like, Class is announced as a DLC at some point later on, or announced for FS21. This weekend, IndyCar at St. Pete. Next Friday is WEC Sebring. Next, is it Sunday, is IMSA Sebring. Have you been updated? I'm aware, Simulator Gaming. In fact, CD, I'm surprised you didn't tell me. Unless you did and I didn't notice. That is entirely possible that I was just oblivious to this. You'll be driving soon. Oh god, everybody flee if you're anywhere near Dusty Dave. Everybody in the south of England, stay off the roads. Dusty Dave is being unleashed. Hey, Blash. What is it about this class that it just looks good on everything? WEC Sebring 15th, F1 17th. Yeah, but IMSA Sebring is also on next weekend. That's the thing, they're sharing the weekend, so IMSA Sebring is on either Saturday or Sunday. I think Sunday. Would I play Apex? No, because it's the same reason as Fortnite. It's a generic shooter. It doesn't, Ethan. The rules don't necessarily have to make things realistic, they just have to make it a bit of a challenge. Although it could be argued that it does make it more realistic because in Ireland, any tractor that goes above 40 kilometers an hour is classed as a fast tractor. And I think it requires a different license or different insurance or something. There is a rule about fast tractors in Ireland, and it's classed as anything above 40 kilometers an hour. Maybe people watching the rugby, I guess. Hello, Kirk. How you doing today, dude? Get this loaded up. There's a part of me that regrets my shed choice for bales, but there's also a part of me that's like, this is the correct shed. Because it's relatively small and it vaguely fits with the map if you know, squint and are slightly blind like me. What mods does Smetty make? Usually class mods. That's why I like Smetty. He made that class. He is the go-to guy for like really good class mods. Nope. That'll do. Keenan should be out tomorrow. Ooh. Well, I guess I might be changing feed mixtures a bit earlier than anticipated. Do 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 do. Soon be bored of driving? I would imagine so. Work on wearing dirt maps. Well, try and make it so that it doesn't look like somebody's attacked it with an angle grinder, please, CD. Just a little request. WEC first, IMSA after, both on Friday? They're hardly both racing Friday. I've just noticed, by the way, that the hitch on the class is a bit low because you can see the trailer kind of leaning in towards it. It's an interesting little thing. Anyway, this trailer load of bales is going to go up to the shed, so I'm going to have to do the... Will Keen be on Mod Hub for PC? It'll be on his Facebook page, Sean. Giants testing is slow as a week at the moment, so CD's releasing stuff on his Facebook page for now at least. Which is 4D modding. Class have low hitches. Well, extremely low hitches like that. Not really worth the hassle. I can understand that to an extent. I mean, Sean, you could try going through the dodgy sites, but I think CD's screamed at them all enough so that they none of them will have the Keenan. I know that he enjoys... He's got a special loudhailer for the dodgy sites. True fact. It's hot pink, and it makes his voice sound like Darth Vader. And every time he sees one of his mods up on a dodgy site, he pulls down the loudhailer and starts screaming down the phone at them. Don't understand why an agri company wouldn't want to be in the game. I'm with you there, Ethan. It might be that they don't understand. It might be that it's just not within, you know, their plans, I guess. But yeah, it's hard to understand why any company right now wouldn't want to be in Farm Sim. You know, a game that's getting written up. Assuming it's free advertising. Usually it's advertising they get paid for, because it's licensing agreements, and they usually result in Giants spending money to get the tractors in game. So I mean, there's no reason other than, you know, maybe them asking a bit too much for the license, No reason why not. Because it's a win-win if they get paid for the license. Excuse me, that one bale up at the top. Could you please... Could you not? What the hell? No McHale stuff out yet, but they still have the license. Giants never had a McHale license, Ethan. Mods are a bit different in that they don't need to be licensed, but companies can request that the mods be taken down. I didn't want to do that. No! 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 Highly skilled bale maneuvering. That was why John Deere wasn't on the console mod hub, Ethan. For console, they do need the license. And that's a that's a requirement from like Microsoft and Sony. To improve stability. Hooray! Are you giving us stabilizer wheels? I need me some stabilizer wheels on this thing. Or just a giant lead block on the bottom to lower the center of gravity. No. God dang it. Hey, Jack. Come on. Do I know when Metagrove's coming out? When it's been tested by Giants. I'm blaming Fahy for this. And I'm glad that I need the Manitou over there anyway. But when night of 15th starts morning 16th... That makes sense. Means I get to find links to both. Because endurance racing. I am a fan of the endurance racers. Mainly because the racing is actually better quality than Formula 1. The gaps are a lot bigger than Formula 1, but the racing's higher quality. There's a lot more interest and intrigue and storylines going on in an IMSA race or a WEC race than a Formula 1 sprint. No, that's the Manitou. Hey, Asa. First time watching a real race at Sebring. Ah, I think I watched Sebring a bit last year. The speeds they get down the, I guess the back straight are insane. There is a logic behind me pulling the Manitou around like this. In fact, I should be able to... Nuts. What if I try and unflip... no, I can't unflip the tractor. Talk amongst yourselves. Fun fact, also shilling time. Sponsors, or members, or whatever they're called this week, get a... an emoji called RDG Flip. Which, I can throw in chat, actually. Because I have access to it. Haha! RBG... Yep. That is an exclusive sponsor emoji. Or member emoji, whatever you want to call that system. Sponsory membery Bob. Oh, Silage Bales came to your house in a class. Did you want them, Sean? Because if somebody just brought you silage bales, that's a bit strange. Especially unwanted silage bales, they're the worst kind. You did want them, that's probably a good thing then. Because, I mean, if you didn't want them, I know if somebody brought silage bales to my house, I'd be very confused, because we don't have any animals or need for silage bales. So I'd be kind of stood there like, why have you brought silage bales here? Why are you giving us silage bales? Surely you need them more than we do, because they're just going to sit there forever. It's looking like this is going to be the last trailer load of hay that'll fit into the shed here. And the rest of the hay that's in the field can just be brought over to the sell point. Or to the barn and sold off. For extra money, I guess. You're getting silage bales with holes. How would you make a silage bale with holes? Is there like a special polo wrapper for that, or is there an official name like a polo bale? Like I'm curious about how silage bales with holes work. Do the cows treat them like polo mints? Useless bale, you call it? I mean, it does seem a bit pointless, but I'm not going to argue with people who know better than me, who are making these wonderful polo bales. I don't want to grab two bales at once, please. Sometimes tractors come with a bale spike and they're full of holes. Well, that's just so that the silage breathe. Like spike? No, bale spike. Yeah, let's get some likes going, guys. Let's try and get 50 likes on the stream. Sincerely doubt it'll happen. Because this is quite a stream I've had since yesterday. But yesterday, the Friday streams I kind of expect to be quiet. Quite a stream I've had Farm Sim for a while. $20 likes in, is that all? There's 44 of you guys here. Come on. Get the likes going. There we go. Where to get the bale trailer? 40's Facebook page. I only went vertical for a second. Yanis, I mean, granted that was probably about 6 Gs I pulled in that vertical maneuver, but I only went vertical for a split second. And I checked all my landing rates and they were all under 1 G, it's fine. There we go, that's the shed full of bales. That's a lot neater than I usually stack bales. I'm quite pleasantly surprised. Think we might see Class DLC? Maybe, but probably not. I'm gonna say, Kevin, I'd say most probably we'll see Class in FS21 at the earliest. So you week to patch up after that. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it went better than the barrel roll. People who don't watch flight sim streams are like, what? Dave did a barrel roll? I think the vertical takeoff I did in the Cessna was a lot better than the barrel roll I did in the Cessna. And definitely better than the aileron roll I did in the Cessna. Okay, yeah, that crash the crash in the taxiway where I accidentally took off was quite bad. I will admit. One question. You've asked about 30 already, Sean. But go ahead. Yeah, yesterday's stream was good. I quite enjoyed it. It was really nice and chill. Where'd I get the bale trailer? I've already told you that, Sean. It was 40's Facebook page. You asked already. I already answered. Anyway. Let's get the... This is going to be a bit easier now because I don't have to unstack the trailer afterwards. I just need to stack it and bring it over to the barn. Is there a wheat problem on field 15? No. It's just field 18 is just looking funkier and funkier. Every time I do work on field 18 it looks weirder. So I got quite a lot to do tonight. Just the unicorns in the field, I'm all good. Yeah, pretty much. I want to try and record 2 videos tonight, back to back, because there's a decent bit of work I can do. And if, no, that's not how we pick up bales. That's how we pick up bales. If I can get a decent bit done right now, I can definitely get some interesting work done tonight in the stream, in the videos. Favorite tractor from FS17 to FS19, what, that was brought forward, or just like in total from those 2 games? Because if it's in total from those 2 games, it's Peter J's 135, because it's a 135. If it's something that's been brought forward, it's probably Smetty's Axion 900 that I'm using. In total, yeah, it's Peter J's 135 then. Because I'm just a fanboy for the 135. I'm a bit of a class fanboy too, but the 135 just, I don't know, just grabs me a bit more. Exactly how realistic is it, by the way, to just slam bales down onto the bale trailer? Because I'm thinking it's not very. Same CD. Peter J is just amazing with tractors. And, well, equipment in general. But I'm hoping to see a 135 again and some nice small equipment. Or the old, ideal world scenario for me is the old, TE20 pack that NI Modding had. If you were to convert that up, I would be absolutely delighted. CFZ isn't that happy with FS19. There's a lot of people like that and I just don't understand them. Like, I really don't. Like, I wonder, is it that they're just burning out of Farm Sim as a whole? And they're mistaking that for not being happy with 19. Can't help but think that might be the case. It wasn't super heavy. Was it the same? I'll say issues. The same issues that other people are having with 19. The same kind of list of complaints about graphics and sounds. Or was it just that modding's more difficult and he, quite understandably, wasn't happy that he would need to put in more work to get the same quality as he usually does? Because some of the complaints I don't understand. A lot of it is lighting and extra work. I don't understand this massive complaint with the lighting system. Like, it's so good. It is such a book. It's so far ahead of what Farm Sim used to be. Now, like, the extra work, I can understand. That one, that's fair cop. Yeah, the extra work, nobody likes having to do extra work. That's fine. But the lighting system, I mean, come on, it's a modern lighting system. If you want to stay stuck in 2009, that's fine, but don't complain about a modern lighting system in a game. For goodness sake. Yeah, the in-cab sound is kind of weirdly low. So either these tractors have some amazing soundproofing or there's a bit of a derp going on there. $10,000 for a trailer load of bales? Holy cow. I might be able to afford a cultivator for Field 19 after all. A few teething problems. Yeah, there's always going to be teething problems. Every game in the world is going to have teething issues. And I mean, it's not like Farm Sim released in the same sorry state as Fallout 76 did. Like, Fallout 76 released so broken that it's already dead. For the most part, I can't see many people going back to it that are already just done with the game. I don't understand the complaints. If only you traded a load of bales to give you $10,000 in real life. I know, right? There would be no poor farmers in the world. Or Anthem, which is literally breaking consoles. Like, people complain about Farm Sim, that's fine. It's fine to have complaints. But at least make them relative to other games. Games that you would expect far better of. You know, the complaints about Farm Sim, I kind of found a bit disingenuous when you compare it to the likes of Bethesda, who have just insane amounts more money than Giants, and kind of have got a free pass from some of the same people. With the way Fallout 76 was, and just all of their games, the way the Bethesda games have gone. And, you know, Anthem is just... it's literally breaking consoles. But no, Farm Sim's the bad guy here. Hey, Connor, how you doing today, dude? The little red feeder, the coon feeder, has some issues. I think it needs to see a therapist. It was dusty, but I don't think the QA team can be blamed there. I think it's just that... I think the blame should go to... Giants maybe being a bit optimistic with the amount of new stuff they're throwing at the game at once. Because there were a lot of new moving parts. Although some people seem to think that there's nothing new in Farm Sim ever. And just want to complain forever, but there were a lot of new moving parts, especially under the hood, and I think it was maybe a bit optimistic of Giants to put that many new things in at once and expect it to not break. Yeah, the two weren't related. The game released before it was ready. That much I will say. The game needed another month or so, but there was no choice in the matter. It had to be released on November 20th because otherwise it would have missed Christmas and Giants would have lost money hand over fist. So I mean, it was a lose-lose situation. Release it unfinished or miss the Christmas rush. Yeah, I know about the flying pigs, Paul. But you know, this... Giants do deserve some blame for, you know, not giving the game enough time, but the Giants' release timeline is just, I would argue, not ideal. Matty, hello. Have notifications gone out or something? Because suddenly there's people coming in again. Hey, Oxy, how you doing today, dude? Something not right with the stump grinder? The stump grinders have always been a bit weird, Connor, I'll be very honest. They've never really worked the way that I think they should. They've got this really tiny area that just works magically, and then everything else is just for decoration. I'm doing good. Everything's breaking, but I'm doing good. Do I think the Giants could have done another 2 weeks for release or not? I think they need another month minimum. But another month would have brought them to December 20th. And really, if you want a game out before Christmas, you want it out at the latest at the end of November. So Giants were kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, so... The end result wasn't ideal, but they did what they could. That'll do, they're only getting sold off anyway. I mean, we're gonna make 10 grand out of this, so I shouldn't complain. Hello, Hodge. Really looking forward to Oakfield. You've done a good one, Oxy. The excitement for Oakfield is real. Now, if only you do Shamrock Valley and let people show their excitement for that as well. You understand? I don't understand most things Silver does, I'll be quite honest, Matty. Yeah, the Dave Brigade's in, it's fine. We're the Dave team, the super secret agents of Farm Sim. You're on holiday, oh very nice. Well deserved. Perfect stacking. Actually, that is near perfect. Wow. No. I think maps just look better in 19. Personal opinion. I feel like the 19 lighting system. Where did this class come from? Giants Mod Hub. Mr. Smetty released the Axion 900, which makes me a happy boy, because I likes me class. Dusty Dave is a Fendt fanboy. I am very much a class fanboy. It's the only brand that I'm like, yeah, no, I like this. I will admit though, there is some stuff in 19 that I'm not a big fan of. Like the feed mixer magically turning straw into forage. On the bright side, I don't need to cheat bales in, because it's magically turning the forage back into straw somehow. That's why I was kind of holding off. I wanted to see if it would somehow revert itself. New errors. Oh, fun. Nothing's as fun like new errors to fix. The UI you don't like? The UI I'm okay with. I don't like how you've got to tab through everything to find something to, like, find a vehicle you want to reset. That, I think, needs improvement. The placeable system needs a near complete overhaul. Still. There we go. Now we're making the money. Yeah, the lighting transition is a bit... It kind of blips. And I don't like that. That's probably the worst thing about 19, to be quite honest. Is, the lighting jumps at certain times, and that's... it kind of takes away from the... that takes away quite a lot from how pretty the lighting is. Yeah, it's something that's inbuilt, isn't it? That transition, for whatever reason. I think it's... just a case of the lighting engine they're using isn't used to trying to do smooth transitions. The new lighting system. I'm sure there is a way that if they were to code it correctly, I'm not saying it's coded wrong, but if they're to code it like exactly correctly, they might be able to get rid of it. QA team of a new version of GE. Ooh, fancy. QA team have been very busy lately. Busy boys and girls.
Hello, Dave. That Dave.
Tristan, thank you for resubscribing. Welcome back. YouTube's been weird in unsubscribing people because I keep seeing like certain names appearing in my emails, like this person is subscribed to you on YouTube. I'm like, they've already been subscribed. Why did you unsubscribe them, YouTube? Tristan, thank you for subscribing, I guess, or resubscribing, or not unsubscribing. I'm not sure how to deal with that. Shamrock will be back. That is all I needed to hear. That is all I needed to hear today, Oxy. I'm bloody glad as well, because that was a good map and just got kind of overlooked by the time period when it released. It got Ventonwind hard. Everybody's now running to Facebook and Twitter to say Oxy's just said that Shamrock will be back. Oh, YouTube are idiots. That I won't ever deny. Forty is an update for the Abbey. I know that, Connor. I'm aware. Oh, has he released the update for the trailer, actually? Because he did say he was going to make an update to the trailer as well that improved the center of gravity issues that I've been experiencing. Kevin, he's just said it's coming. So, the campaign has paid off. We are successful in the Convince Oxy to redo Shamrock campaign. The saying has more success than the map did. But I mean, it's a good saying. It's like Ventonwind is a true example of a map that just got completely murdered by the time that it came out. Because, like, you couldn't have predicted that Thornton and Knaveswell would both have been massive hits and released the same week. Like, that was just unfortunate. Oxy, you've made yourself a lot of fans today. I got my heater on as well because it's cold. I don't like cold weather. I don't like winter. It's too cold. Yeah, it was back in 15. Literally, I think it was a couple of days or the same day that you released Thornton Oxy, Ventonwan was released. And poor Dusty just got shafted by that. Hello, Nathan. How's Kendall version 6930 coming along? The end of the Shamrock requests. They will not end until the map is released. You're under the bed, cool, keep them warm. Don't blame you. Can't be too mad. I mean, you can only be mad at bad luck. There's nobody to be mad at with Ventonwan. Other than maybe me for complaining about it constantly, but that's kind of a different matter. I'm with Oxy. I still think to this day that Ventonwan was Dusty Dave's best map. And it's a damn shame that so many people never got to play it. Or just never played it, I guess. There we go. Yeah, I saw the pictures of his new map. That does look quite delicious. Careful. And away we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 2 individual bales. Damn it. I'm just gonna cut through. Oh, yeah! Bales. Can't do that. Oakfield, Meadowgrove 19. Whoa! I'm looking forward to Meadowgrove failing testing at least once and then coming out. You missed the one that was actually perfect, Nathan. I figured out the trick, you see. It's called stack however you want and then just slam the back bales in. That's the right attitude, Nathan. My trailer is my trailer has some balance issues. It's fine. It's just got some inner ear problems. Hey, Chuck. See if I can do this from in cab without hitting anything. Yeah. Alright, floaty chickens. Calm down. Zoop. Zoop. The chickens are ascending! Oh, we'll get a triple. A quadruple. Yes! I love how wonky the animals are because they're not supposed to be out in the open like they are in this map. You you're only ready and set when you've got the GoPro and the memory card actually with you, Dave. I'm still suspicious of you. Then a reshade made it looks epic. I don't think you need reshade. I've just had an idea and now I want to go test it. I've just had an idea from the chickens. This is a terrible idea. I've been bugging you since you forgot it. If this works, I will be very happy. Right, I'm just gonna ignore the rules, screw the rules, I'm doing science. Yes! It's hovering! Oh, it's not. It looked from back here like it was. Exactly how far can I go with the cow still? Technically... See, these are the things that just make farm sim great, because you can make... If I go slow, if I go fast enough, just the right level of speedy, I can make the cows jump. Next sheep? Okay. There's a big class race with front loaders. Not yet, Mikey. Hopefully soon. Is that CD's animal trailer? I mean, it could be argued this is now an animal trailer. You can do this with any bale trailer, it doesn't have to be this one. This is just the one that I have. Hover sheep, does whatever a hover sheep does. Oh my god, that first one was still hovering. Let's get rid of the HUD. The HUD is refusing. Oh, I said enabled. I know you can do it with front loaders. I've done it with front loaders before. Damn it, too slow. I want to try and get a picture of a sheep just hovering with no context. Now, I'm not going to be able to be fast enough to do this, I don't think. No. That kind of sucks. Also, the sheep are a bit teleporty. Alright, let's get back to the actual job at hand. let's get back to the actual farming. Now that we've made hover sheep and hover cows and hover chickens, let's actually do some farmy things. Including getting the HUD back up. How's the weeding going on field 18? Nearly done. But pigs, it'll work with pigs too. It'll work with any animal. Because the way the game's made, they don't expect you to have a front loader or a bale trailer or something like that in with the animals, because if you look at the default, I can show you, the default animal areas, there's no way in. There's no way for a tractor to get in. So if I were to look at, we'll say, the chicken coop, there's no gateway for a tractor to get in here. And the same with the pigs, which I can't afford. There's no way for a tractor to get in under normal circumstances. So the animals aren't coded to be able to deal with that. They just kind of derp out and float. What about people? What about people? Do you mean like the AI pedestrians? They used to float. I don't know if they do anymore. It used to be the case that they just like straight up walk over the top of the tractor. Oxy, are there any pedestrians on the map? Something I can't remember off the top of my head. Are there any pedestrians on this map? Because I can go find them and check if you really want to. But I can't remember if there are peds on the map. I can't check if there are no pedestrians, Hedgehog. This is the issue, and we're not gonna like load into another map. Because floating mutton, what's next? I mean, I could make the pigs fly again. Or I could oh, that's really close to falling off. I'm gonna just go around and nudge that back onto the trailer, because that's a bit too close for comfort there. And by a bit, I mean it's nearly falling off, so I need to fix it. Fixed. Buy Jacob. Why would I want to buy Jacob? John Deere's finished the trigger in point, which is good. Means that field is now fully weeded. Except for the corners, which I don't mind. Better than nothing. Yes, Aniboo, this is hay. Good spot. Why does the top bale always do... That's not how physics works. That's really not how physics works, Bales. Why are you leaning on to cause this? Why are you doing this? I mean, that's definitely closer to how physics works, but you shouldn't have just randomly toppled like that. So I'm still gonna argue that's not how physics works. Do I stack? No. Oh god, I'm gonna have to. I just realized I'm gonna have to high stack because there's more bales than will fit on the trailer and not a full trailer load left. Oh dear. We're gonna high stack and do a slow run up to the barn. Max, I know. I thought I turned it off, but no, I turned it to very. Instead of saying no to crop growth, I said many. Yes, all of it. Please. Please grow more crop. No, that's not what I wanted. Just do a run with a half trailer. The run with a half trailer is boring. There's no excitement in a half trailer load of bales. There's much more fun in a trailer and a half being on one trailer. The class is off the mod hub, Betty Boo. The majority of mods that I use are off the mod hub now. To the point where I'm almost exclusively using the mod hub and GitHub. Put bales on the class cap. No, they won't stay there, that's the problem. Bales, for whatever reason, don't even bother trying to stick to tractors. They'll stick to other bales quite happily, though. I was having fun with an empty trailer. Yeah, but that's because the animals are doing floaties. And half a trailer isn't an empty trailer, and it's also not a full trailer. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, that would be half a trailer, exactly. Well, here goes Dave being an idiot. Right, first things first, let's get the back bales on. This is going to be the easy bit. This is the easy bit. Bales on back of trailer. Shazam, Shazao, Shazuzi, and the bales are on the... The bales are on the trailer with no problems at all. What's worse is I think that's near perfectly stacked as well. Right, let's now just drop all semblance of logic. Gonna try and stack these up the middle. Any update about seasons the last few weeks? There was a GIF a couple of weeks ago. Or a little while ago, I can't remember when. But that's about it. Just the GIF just showed the trees. Okay, here we go. I think GPS will ever come to console. I doubt it. Okay. My logic here is if I stack in the middle, it'll look nicer. Also, it's giving the trailer a nice little mohawk, so you know, it's stylish. They won't fit in the cell barn. They actually will, Bunny. This is the funny thing. I've done this before with them 6 high. They do fit in the barn. 6 high fits in the barn quite happily. It's gonna get down the road is the problem because the straps only go up 4 high. The straps only go to the 4th high, By stacking 6 high, I've got 2 loose bales on top of each stack. Which is another part of the reason that I'm stacking these in the middle. Is it makes the loose bales a bit less likely to just fall off. Oh yeah, I've got to turn off traffic for this as well. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, I can't have traffic on when I'm doing this. Because the traffic just doesn't pay attention to you at all. Which under normal circumstances is funny, but when you're doing something this dumb, just needless stress. It does not, Eddie Boo. I flipped a trailer. This was never on the channel, but the time I did 6 high, I actually had to do it twice because I forgot to save. And on the second attempt, which was off camera, the top bales actually fell off completely. So it does not lock everything down. It only locks down what the straps are covering. Okay. Here we go. Oh, they've gone 5 high this time. Save now. That's probably a good idea, actually. Okay. Here we go. 3, 6, 9, 18, 21. Add another 9. This is a 30 bale load. This is 30 bales being moved at once. Okay, we're around the first corner that is dodgy. And I'm kind of ignoring where the pathway actually is here, intentionally. That was a 45 kilometer an hour just cruise. I wasn't accelerating there. I was just freewheeling at 45 because these bales are so heavy. This is where things get dodgy though, up here. No half loads. We don't do things by half, we do things by 1.5. The middle bale is, after scooting around to a near 90 to about 45 degrees from where it should have been, which is mildly concerning. It is continuing to scoot. Middle bale, please stop scooting. You're doing me disconcerting. It's almost at 90 degrees. Middle bale is just doing a left shark here and just doing its own thing. At 4 high, the trailer with 28 bales. So, quick question: why are all the bales? Oh God! Oh no, it's doing the thing. I'm scared to move now. That's a bale explosion waiting to happen. Oh, this is the least happy I've seen physics in a while. I'm not saving it again with physics this angry. Oh, this is... These were all, like, really nicely stacked a few minutes ago. Like, two of the three bales on top have gone to 90 degrees from where they started. Oh god, they're even less happy in reverse somehow. No, at the very last hurdle, we dropped a bale that has now got wedged beside the trailer and is causing problems. Come on. See, I told you they'd fit in 6 high. Oh. 7 high next. I'm not going higher than 6. 6 made physics angry enough. You can try and convince Daggerwin to go 7 high. That would make for a fun stream or a video from him. That if it's a video, I might actually watch it because I generally dislike farm sim. We got 55 grand now. Is trouble stacking 4 high? Is that all legit? We've actually got 55 grand. Right, that's suddenly... I'm enjoying the wild swings the finances on this map are having. Like, was it 3 videos ago, I was complaining the wheel was evil because I went down and had to sell some pigs, and now I got 55 grand just sitting about. How many oinks do I have? Many. Many oinkers. See, now that changes my maths a bit, because my maths was all based on me having basically no money and not 55 grand. 2 videos ago, I was complaining about money being tight constantly. Now we're at a point where money isn't tight anymore. I let the side down. What do you mean I let the side down? I moved 30 bales and got 29 of them into the trigger. There's no way I could let anybody down by getting 29 of 30 bales into the trigger, when every single one of those 30 bales was scooting around when it shouldn't have been. Actually, the bale trailer can go set up here as well. Any British maps coming? You got Meadow Grove from Mr. Nathan. Kendall version 6930 is coming soon as well at some point. Hi Lanes, by RainbowDave, yeah. Oakfield. Oxy's working on that at the moment, but it'll be a little while before that's ready and out. That's what I'm thinking, Paul. I'm thinking maybe we change plans here on Field 19 and actually go for corn. Because... like 55 grand buys me... not much, actually. Not a whole hell of a lot. Like, I can get the Tiger 6. That's 6 meters as well, and a bit cheaper. I'm not getting the disco cultivator though. Thing is, I swap out, and this is something that I've kind of been considering. Hay, by that logic there, that trailer load is actually worth more than straw or silage. I've been considering swapping out to getting like the Joskin Modulo or even the Zoom Hammer at some point soon from the Abbey. Simply because the Abbey has a relatively limited working width of what? It doesn't say. It's got it only carries 11,000 liters, whereas this carries 15,000. This carries 18.5, which isn't a great upgrade, but I don't know. Well, at least the cultivator. That is an option. I think what I'll do next, actually, is... stop you. Just get rid of the course-play course. What I'll do next is I'll finish Field 1, because there is a mission ongoing there. Hey, Finton! We got the mission ongoing on Field 1, let's get that done. And we're now, I've been talking about in videos about me being out of sync with the videos and the streams. I'm actually getting back in sync now. This is the stream I've been trying to get to, where I just deal with the problem areas, including the weeds, the fertilizer, the mission on Field 1 that I partially did during a video. This is the stream where I'm playing catch up and I'm feeling good about it. And I need to take a bit of time to consider what the hell to do with Field 19. Because a secondary option would be to... I'm just gonna put stuff away real quick first, while I'm thinking. A secondary option would be to do wheat in Field 19. Cultivator model that was released yesterday. How much does that cost, James? You've got a good call going there. How much does that cost? In-game. That's not a bad call. That's a cultivator I like. I haven't downloaded it yet, though, is the issue. Like, we're gonna get another 10-ish thousand for the mission. Or contract, or whatever you want to call it. This is the big one, the unfolding one. Not the 3-meter one, the big one. This is, to a certain extent, the stream that I've wanted to do, where I get to catch up on all the jobs that needed catching up on. Yeah, does anybody know the price of the Saphir? In-game? Is it listed on the mod hub? Because if it's cheaper than the in-game ones, no price on the website, nuts. If it's cheaper than the in-game ones when it comes in-game, that is the one that I'll use. So doing this is probably the best plan for now. I'll download the Saphir immediately after the stream and do a quick price comparison. 13.9? Is that it? And that's what, 6 meters? I'm actually going onto the mod hub. Six meters. Stubble cultivation. That is... Well... That's the decision made. Let's download this right quick. I'm not gonna use it today. I will use it today, but you won't see me using it today. So that'll be tomorrow's video, is starting the Field 19 cultivation. Because we're now mostly caught up with the work that needed to be done. And if the Saphir does in fact cost 13.9, that's a no-brainer. Because I need corn for the pigs. This is the big kind of reason that I've been trying to go for corn, is the pigs need it. $13.96 and 140. That is perfect. That is exactly what I want then. And if it works anything like it did in 17, it's going to be a really good cultivator in its own right. I have the money from this contract as well, so that's going to pay for it in itself. So I'll still have the better part of 50 grand. Even after, like, once I've done this contract, which I might not finish on stream, but I will finish today. We'll still have the better part of 50 grand after buying the cultivator that I've been after. That's kind of a best case scenario, really. So another thing that I could do is buy the Saphir, because I don't really like leasing things. Buy the Saphir, get it off on the John Deere on Courseplay, and just go to the shop and stock up on seeds. And get the corn header that I'll need. Like, that's another thing, is I'll need to get... Oh, that's another thing, I'll need to get the corn header. How much is the corn header? 38. We can afford all this. I'm enjoying how quickly this series just takes a massive swing. Because, you know, two videos ago, oh god, we're never gonna have money. We're always kind of running low on money. Keep needing to take out loans. Now it's just like, well, we can buy a cultivator, we can buy the corn header, we can buy seeds, we can buy fertilizer, we can stock up and get things ready. I could do more contracts though. This is true. Problem is, a lot of the contracts are for silage bales. Or at least were last time I checked. Fertilizing, transport, silage, hay, silage. Do I really find this fun? Yes. What a good spot for now, at least. It'll be ruined soon, but it'll, you know, for now it's a relatively good spot. It's because I've done a lot of work. The funny thing is, if I just dealt with the hay off camera, I would never have 2 days ago been complaining about the money issue in-game. Like, that wouldn't have been a thing, because I would have had the 50 grand by then. It's an interesting swerve for the entire map to have taken all of a sudden. This sounds like a wrestling entrance theme. This really sounds like a wrestling entrance theme. Hey Jake, how you doing today? I'm so chirpy now. I am, because something good has happened for once. I've played on Mercury Farm. No, that's a map that... it just doesn't interest me. It doesn't... like, looking at the PDA, it's not a map that would suit the way that I like playing the game. This is the problem with some maps, is I look at the PDA and I can just see from the shape of the fields and the way that it looks that it's just not a map that would suit me. I'm doing good, Jake. Be nice if for once, you know, there was an increase in subscribers over 9450. This is 9454 yesterday, and I've lost 7 subs today. So I'm just as confused as Landy is about subs just magically disappearing. Did I look at Hofgut? I did not. I've been busy trying to, like... over the last few days, last night in particular I was quite busy, because I was sorting out today's video, sorting out today's thumbnail. I rejigged the reward system for channel members / sponsors to now have like different icons depending on how long you're sponsored for. Are you sponsored or being a member? And tonight I need to make some more stuff on that front, and change up Patreon slightly to reflect the change that I'm making to it. That actually gives more people rewards, so it's not a bad thing. It's not something people are going to complain about, is me changing up Patreon to give more people rewards. Being a bit more professional, yeah. Landy launched, or was looking at launching a Teespring store on his YouTube page, and I want to do that too, but I'm 553 subscribers short of being able to do that. And increasingly more frustrated with YouTube by the day, is like video views are stagnating and subscriber numbers are going down. And like, I don't know what I could do to change that, because YouTube just enjoys screwing smaller channels now. It's getting increasingly difficult to start a YouTube channel, and it's gonna bite YouTube in the ass in probably 2-3 years time, and all the big channels they have now are gone, and they're left with the TV stations, who nobody really cares about, and nobody really to fill the hole to be left by the likes of Logan Paul or Jake Paul, as much as I dislike them, or PewDiePie, or you know, an independent guy who's making videos to entertain people. What's the in the description? Oh, I forgot to take that out. That is something I'm doing in X-Plane. That's Flight Sim Fridays plans. So what I'm doing on Fridays, and this is why I keep saying you guys should maybe have a look at it, is I'm doing a world tour in general aviation planes. Next week I'm going to be in a GA jet. In a Cirrus Jet SF-50. Which could be very cool indeed. So just when you thought that I had run out of new ideas, I have one for Explain. Farm Sim is becoming increasingly difficult to have ideas that other people haven't done already, though. But as that tour goes on, I'll start introducing new things to it, like actually being on VATSIM and having air traffic control. And in the best case scenario, absolute like legendary level best case scenario, it'll get picked up by like some flight sim news guys or flight sim followers, and VATSIM controllers will come online specifically for the world tour route, and that would be just insane to have like full ATC on legs that I'm not expecting ATC on. Like there's an Antarctic leg that I'm not expecting air traffic control, and that's a while off. Getting bored of FS19 again. Running out of things to do for Marwell. Oakfield for 19 would be good. You never got bored of Oakfield in 17. On Marwell, have you tried doing missions? Have you like done everything? Yeah, Farm Sim I think is kind of on a bit of a downward spiral on YouTube, especially with so many people a bit turned off by 19 for whatever reason. And the community kind of slowly becoming more toxic. It's kind of Farm Sim I think is beginning a slow slide on YouTube. Probably a renaissance for YouTube in a few years. Yeah, but by then Twitch will have taken control. Like, it'll be a nostalgia trip, I feel, if YouTube ever has a renaissance. Jimmy, hello. How are you doing today? What I need to do is I need to get restream set up for the flight sim streams. Just the flight sim streams for now, at least, because I kind of like having Twitch as a flight sim space. So I might restream that over to Twitch as well. Can't stand. Yeah, you'll find that a lot of people are like that, Dave. Is like Farm Sim videos for me, for Landy, for Sim are just tediously dull. Like they're kind of fun to make, especially the more interesting ones, but they do become tediously dull. It's 76% on this field. Yeah, the interaction, for me, that's what makes streams like so much better than videos, is there's interaction. Like there can be a chat ongoing instead of me just talking at the computer and hoping somebody will pick up on something I say and leave a comment. Like the streams just allow for that instant feedback that you can't get in a video. That said, Dave, I'm planning something cool with videos in the nearish future, based on a few different series I've been watching. When I start the roleplay back up, it'll be a once a week thing, but I've got like plans for that. Jake, yes, it's in for testing at the moment. It's version 1.1, which is the version I'm on of the map. Will fix the milk cell point on console, and also the egg cell point, which you possibly didn't know was broken. DLC will give us a short-term boost. Anything by Oxy does as well, Shy. So, like, Marwell gave a huge boost for a relatively short period. Oakfield's going to do the same. And this is just the way that it works. Is like if you're on an Oxy map, you'll do well. If you're not, you're kind of running a gauntlet of maybe you'll do well, maybe not. Because people just want to watch Oxy maps. What else does well? Clickbait does well if you do it every so often. Hence why you'll occasionally see me having super clickbaity thumbnails or titles. Not caring about how videos are doing does relatively well. As stupid as it sounds. If you put too much effort in, people will notice and think you're desperate. So there's a balance to be hit. Hey, Shadow. How you doing today, dude? YouTube is the worst thing to do if you're prone to stress and you don't react well to it. Where the hell did I find it? Over here. How are we going for percentage? 81. And that'll give us 10 grand. What was it? 10,448. That's 13.9 for the cultivator I want, which I don't have active at the moment, but yeah, alfalfa is something that I'm shocked isn't in the game. I know it's a variant of grass, and I always say, oh, what's the point of putting a variant of something that's already in the game? And well, alfalfa's used differently. Like, alfalfa is primarily a silage grass. I know that a lot of Americans also use it for hay, but outside of the very dry areas of America, it's primarily a silage grass. And like, it would allow giants to differentiate between grass and alfalfa. And like, you can only give the cows like grass silage bales or alfalfa hay bales or something like that. You know, it'll allow for some interesting things where giants could differentiate between different kinds of bales of like the same thing. And result in 1,000 complaints from people, but it would be a different way of doing things at the very least. 86% now. This is probably the last slurry I'll do for a little while. I want to let the stockpile build back up and do slurry only on the smaller fields in future. Because even field 1 here is a bit big. I think field 1 is kind of the upper tier of where I want to be doing slurry. Alfalfa doesn't need new equipment, it should be placed in game easier. It could very well be like placed in game a lot easier. The same could go for like millet and rye. Like crops like that, I feel that'd be simple and quick to put in. Maybe giants should look into, but I'd also prefer to see. I'm gonna contradict myself here. I think giants should look at crops that are easy to put in, and also crops that are difficult to put in because they'd need new equipment. Because crops that would need new equipment are interesting to do. Like if you look at the Anderson DLC, for example, there's things in there that are different and new, and people are really kind of interested in it because it's new and interesting things to do in the game. Whereas if it was just a DLC for balers and bale stackers, people probably wouldn't be as interested. The base game is only 4 more. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is incorrect, Jake. Also, I think I hired a worker there by mistake. You forgot the big M. I would like to get the big M on this map, actually. That'd be kind of a cool more to have. Like, I feel like my end goals are either just stopping because of lack of interest, which is a distinct possibility in the next couple of weeks, or especially after the way today's stream has gone and the video views lately, there's just not as much interest as there was previously. Rice coming in fields. You'd have to switch water levels, maybe some ag planes. Planes people have tried doing as mods and the physics just aren't there for them. Shadow. The plane physics are at best terrible in this engine. That's being maybe a bit generous. But that yeah, that's not me dumping on the engine, that's me saying it's an engine made for agricultural equipment. Planes, generally speaking, I know crop dusters are a thing. And in Australia, cattle ranching helicopters. But I know there is agricultural aviation, but generally speaking, Farm Sim is made for agricultural ground equipment. I'm kind of curious what this class looks like when it's fully worn, because I'm not even seeing any evidence of where it's sighted the 3-point. Whoops. Just out of the John Deere, yes. That's in a shed at the moment, just kind of sheltering from the clouds. Train like in Calvin Crops would be good. It wouldn't, tractor guy. The problem with dynamic terrain, and this is something that's kind of visible in Cattle and Crops and then a lot more visible in other games, is that it is very, very, very difficult, if not impossible, to correctly optimize that to get a good frame rate, even in a modern engine. In Cattle and Crops there's other issues, but that's not what I'm going to talk about for the next couple of minutes. But the dynamic terrain is really, really difficult to optimize because it's... Well, say if you look at spin tires, all it does, for the most part, is dynamic terrain. And it kind of gets a decent frame rate, but it's questionable. And that dynamic terrain is only in certain areas, and it deforms in certain ways. And if you're in multiplayer, it only deforms client side. In Cattle and Crops, it does something similar, but it's a bit more rudimentary, I'm gonna say. There we go, there's our 10 grand for free. And Cattle and Crops has other issues beyond the deformable terrain. Never mind consoles shy, it would hit PCs very hard. Like there's no real way to optimize dynamic terrain to the level that Giants would like to get it optimized at the moment. It's something they're kind of always looking at and working on and tinkering with in the background, but it's not something they're kind of making a priority to the extent that, like, it has to happen now. It's something that's just kind of ongoing, hidden away in the background, tinkering and hoping that one day it might work the way that they'd like it to. Until that day comes, though, no dynamic terrain in Farm Sim because it's just too difficult to do. Base consoles wouldn't be able to run, yeah. PC, yeah, that's kind of the secondary issues. Like, PCs can get upgrades, consoles can't, and the way that dynamic terrain kind of works at the moment, the polling rate would ruin consoles. As would the physics calculations. So is there anything else really that I want to do right this second? Like, how are all the animals doing for water and stuff? I'm gonna call all that good. So I think the next job really is gonna be cultivating field 19 and, well, cultivating field 19, fertilizing fields 15 and 18, but 18 needs to do a growth stage first. Cultivating field 15 is probably going to be the next. Can I even be? No, I'm not going to cultivate field or fertilize field 15 even. I'm not going to fertilize field 15 because I don't mind the grass being slightly lower yield. So the next job on field 15 is going to be another mow, and that's going to be for silage. So with that, I'm going to end the stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe and all that. Yeah, consoles are running. Console controllers just don't have enough buttons for really new features. But that's going to do it for today's stream. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.